I want to examine this node from the oracle called the lesser harm. Crit chance against you is unlucky. Damage of enemies hitting you is unlucky. What does that really mean? What's the TLDR behind all this? I've asked Gemini. The math is extensive. The answer is that it depends, because if you are dealing with 0% crit chance or 100%, or you have damage that is fixed, that is to say the damage roll is 100 to 100, or you're dealing with dots, this node does nothing. It does not improve your survivability one iota. However, usually those kind of predictable damage sources, as long as they're not fatal, you can manage them because they're predictable. Where people usually get rage, at least I do, is the one shot, where you just walk through a lightning shrine and kapow, it says you're dead. Resurrected checkpoint. It's infuriating. Does this node help in that scenario? Because one shots give you zero chance to react. You just ploop, you drop dead. Well, this is a Python script that Gemini outputted with pretty effortlessly, given the parameters. You have 100 HP. The incoming damage is lightning type, 1 to 200. Obviously, and you have crit. Probably you didn't put it here, but there's a 5% crit for doing double damage. What is the chance that lightning hit is going to kill you? So in the case of, you don't have that node, it's half chance, a little bit more than half. More than half probably because, just crit after half. So that's pretty nice, right? I mean, coin toss versus, if you imagine coin tosses, it's nice to have that, right? I mean, you might see a pretty drastic reductions, but not a guarantee that your head just pops for no reason. And this is just the binary die or don't die. Generally speaking, you'll see also just less incoming damage from lightning. And more importantly, the funny thing is, if monster crit is more or less 5%, which is not trivial, it can happen, unlucky crit drives it down to 0.25. Like, it just almost never happens, right? So that means it's almost like immunity to, just the oopsies, crits, right? So in essence, it's kind of like smoothing out the incoming damage, but not preventing regular hits. So, if you're going to get hit by dots smoothly ticking you down, it won't help. But it will help for those edge cases where an instant spike of 1, 2, 3 hits would have wiped you out. This node could save you, and so giving you time to react. But I will say that as a node that you have to take before the crit node, it's whatever. What is going to happen? So in a campaign, you die a few more times. It doesn't matter, does it? But it's not bad. In terms of defensive tankiness, I always think just never getting damaged. Evasion, block, those are really strong. Of course, the most desirable defense, in my mind, is something like the Smith of Katava. When you get to 90 all res, high armor, you say, hit me all the time, I don't care, because each hit's going to be really small. Nothing beats that, because you're dealing with every kind of damage. Dots, hits, slams, unblockable hits, unavoidable hits, everything. So there's nothing that beats that. But well done by the game designers to get 90 all res or even close to that is quite the investment defensively. So, as a passing two-pointer, it kind of fits the theme of Oracle, not it's kind of like dealing with uncertainty, so you don't have to worry about the crazy edge cases, and that's kind of cool. But really, it's not that great of a node. However, I'm going to tell you, the crit node, the more I think about it, is pretty good. Just taking these two nodes for a league start puts you in a place where you can just build whatever you want if you don't mind being on the top left of the tree. And in my mind, you top left, go right towards the spell casting and maybe get the quarterstaff nodes or something there. I don't know. But you get like a template that's really easy to just do whatever you want with it. The crit node being the big one. No, without the crit node, Oracle is not worth playing.